This is a quick intro into the Spectrum DSP, which you can see here is a very slim unit. It's about 20 millimeters or just under an inch thick. It's very low power, so this is a dedicated design. Let me put on the audio from the Spectrum. Okay. So it's a dedicated design. It has a very low power, low energy consumption processor. So it's been designed exactly for this job. It's not using a standard computer board with an RF radio header. It's completely designed to be a very low power device. It draws about 168 milliamps at 13 volts. So about 1.1 to 2 watts of energy consumption for this. Very, very low for a Spectrum with 192 kilohertz. It's plug and play with the RG01 and just about any other transceiver out there, including Elecraft, KX2, KX3, K3 and others, and the FT819, 991, what's the other one? The 590SG, which also has a antenna RF output on the back, which plugs straight in here to the RF. The other radios like the Elecraft have IQ. Some of those have IQ connectors, which this also will accept. And basically you can see there it's fully synchronized, so I can tune into the station there that I can see operating. So and that's the audio from this little $5 speaker from AliExpress with the Spectrum. Let me switch back to the RGO. So very, very clear audio after the DSP processing of the 9 megahertz IF output. We're getting about 8 to 12 dBs signal boost above the noise from using the Spectrum with the IF output. So it's very flexible. It will run all the different modes. It's highly configurable. You can basically zoom in for CW operation, or you can have the full almost 200 kilohertz of band view at a single go. This is from the Quantum SDR Project. So a very dedicated device developed by radio amateurs for radio amateurs. We love using this with our older radios to bring them up to date. It also has what we call slip tuning, which means you just press that button there. You can use your finger, but for the demo it's easier with this, and you can just simply drag and you see the frequency is changing in the Spectrum. I have to put the audio on. Okay. So you see the here. So I've got completely independent tuning, so I can listen to one frequency on the Spectrum and a different frequency . It's FT8 down there. So it's a very, very flexible device. Will work with all of the amateur protocols. It will basically decode CW, RTTY, and we've got plugins such as FT8. And as I said, we're loading a number of applications now. And one of those applications, just for a bit of fun when the band conditions are bad, is the classic Asteroids game. So you can see here, I'll put the audio back on. Okay. So something to do. It's also useful. We've got a full 2D vector engine in here. So for what we're planning to integrate is basically when you're communicating and you're getting, for example, on CW, and the reverse beacon network or another network picks up your station, we'll actually be able to display a map of the world and put down the points where your transmission has been picked up. So that's part of the Spectrum project. It's ongoing. It's going to have FT8 and other facilities. And at the moment, one of the reasons I like it is that it lets me see the band, lets me see where all the stations are working, and I can very quickly hop around the band and go straight into those stations that are operating. And there you have it. So basically, if you want to add a Spectrum onto whatever radio you've got, it's fully supported. We make sure you get usually a response within 48 hours, and so far we've managed to get every type of transceiver working with the Spectrum, which has dual USBs, TTL or RS-232, serial CAT, has Wi-Fi for a large remote display if needed, and as time goes on we'll hopefully be adding a lot more features. You can get more information at quantumsdr.com or the Quantum SDR group in Facebook.